Hello everyone, I'm Chef Sumit Samadar. I'm the Assistant Professor of Guru Nanak Institute of Hotel Management. So just like my previous videos, today I've again brought an interesting recipe, but this recipe is from Goa. So we are going to prepare today chicken kafriel. I'm going to give a twist to it and I'm going to make it as smoked chicken kafriel. Now chicken kafriel is a gift which has come all the way from Africa, but it has been gifted to Goa by the Portuguese. So without wasting any time, let's go to the kitchen and start cooking our chicken kafriel. So we are in the kitchen now. Now this is basically a green color marinade and we add all green ingredients into it. The main ingredient into this is fresh coriander and we are going to use the whole of it along with the stem. I will identify with you with the other ingredients. We have refined oil over here. We have whole coriander. We have whole cumin. We have turmeric powder. You can take whole peppercorns. I've taken crushed peppercorns. Of course, salt is there for seasoning. And coming over here, kafriel is always served with the sides of potatoes. It can be fried potato wedges or slices. So I've taken one piece of potato for one portion. Along with that, we have some garlic, we have ginger, we have cinnamon, we have cloves, we have green cardamom, green chilies, and you can add vinegar or you can add lemon juice. I'm going to add lemon juice. And of course, we have our chicken over here. And to smoke it, I've got a small piece of charcoal. So what we are going to do now, all the whole spices we are going to broil over here with the pan. I have already switched on to the flame. When the pan is hot, I'm going to add the ingredients. There are recipes where you don't broil it and you add it directly, but I would prefer the broiled one because all spices, when you are broiling, it gives a better nice aroma to it. But you have to be very careful because whole spices gets burned very fast. So we are going to do it only for a couple of minutes only, or till the time you start getting the nice fragrance from all the spices which you have put into the pan. So now our spices have, as you can see, have started to smoke and it has started. You can hear the sounds of the crackling. And over here in the kitchen, I can already start getting the aroma. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch off the flame and we will go to the next step of it. Okay, so we have broiled our whole spices, and immediately once the spices are broiled, we have transferred in a separate container. Otherwise, if you leave it in the pan, it will get burnt. Now what we are going to do is we are going to make a paste out of it. So I'll just discard that part which remains under the ground and then just roughly chop it, as I said, along with the stems. The whole thing goes into our blender. Then we're going to add our ginger. We're going to add the garlic. We're going to add the green chilies. And last but not the least, we are going to add our whole spices which we have broiled. Along with that, we are going to add a pinch of salt and a dash of oil into it so that we get a smooth paste out of it. And then cover it and make it. So our paste is ready. As you can see, this has to be a little bit tight so that it holds on. The marination needs to hold on. So while this is ready, we are going to start processing our chicken now over here. So now what we are going to do, as this is a dish which is going to be shallow fried in the pan, so we need to give some deep gashes into it so that the marination also goes inside nicely and the chicken also gets cooked properly. So I'm going to give some gashes into it. Now the important part, which is about marination of our chicken. So first things is goes our salt, then goes the black pepper powder, goes our turmeric, goes lemon juice, that's the first marination. Once you see that your chicken has marinated properly, now what we are going to do, we are going to add the paste which you have prepared. So now I am going to apply this green paste, the marination, nicely into the chicken. Making sure that the marination goes inside, so wherever you have made the insertions, you just put it in so that all the flavor comes from it. Now once this is being done, the chicken has to be kept into the fridge at least for half an hour, and so that the marination soaks in. So we'll put it into the fridge now for half an hour, and we will do the other things. Okay, so while our chicken is marinating, what we are going to do is we are going to prepare our potatoes. So as I said, you can give it as wedges also, or you can give it as cubes. I'm just going to cut it into thin slices along with the skin, to give it a much more rustic feeling. So I've already placed the pan on the gas, and it has become hot, so we are going to add some oil into this. And gently place the potatoes and cook it till it is golden brown and cook thoroughly on each side. Sprinkle some salt. This is hardly going to take a minute, and once this is done, we will start with the chicken. So our potato slices has been cooked perfectly, and I have already placed it over here. And now our coming back to our chicken, the chicken also has been marinated for 1 hour, and our pan is also hot. So what we are going to do now, we are going to gently place the chicken inside down so that we get a nice color on this. Please make sure that you don't overcrowd your pan. Why? Because chicken is going to release a lot of moisture, and it is not going to become a dry in color. What is going to happen is that it's going to look like a semi gravy or a curry kind of thing. Extra marinade which we have got on our plate, we are going to put it. And we will keep the chicken like this at least for 3 to 4 minutes till the time one side gets color. Then we will turn on the other side and cook it for another 5 to 6 minutes till the time our chicken is fully done. At any point of time, if you see that you need little bit of water into it, so that your chicken, because the sizes of the chicken depends on it. For me, I won't need any water, but if you think that the chicken legs or the drumstick or the pieces are quite big and it's not getting cooked, you can of course always add a small amount of water and slowly cook it till the time the chicken is completely tender. So I will come back once this is being done with the presentation. So as you can see, now our chicken has perfectly got cooked. It took almost 20 to 25 minutes. Now the next step is you can have it like this and then you call it chicken kafril. But as I said, I'm going to make a smoked chicken kafril. So what we are going to do now, we are going to do the smoking of it. So I'm going to transfer the chicken from the pan into this bowl. All the extra spices, the marinades, to waste it. And now the next step, got a small glass over here. I'm just going to place it here, while on the other side I have placed a charcoal which has already become hot. And I'm going to place this charcoal into this glass. Now small amount of oil and just cover it with a lid and keep it for 1 minute and let the magic happens. So we have kept it for 1 minute like this, and we are going to open the lid. As you can see, the smoky flavor. Of course, you cannot see it from the taste it or get the fragrance from the video, but over here the kitchen is filled with the smoky flavor, and same flavor has got into the chicken. And now we are going to do the plating of it. So a bit of potatoes is here. Onion rings. And a slice of lemon. Okay, so today what we have learned how to prepare a chicken kafril, an authentic Goan dish which has been brought by the Portuguese, but a dish which has evolved in Africa. We have done it today with a twist. We have done a smoked chicken kafril. You can make a fish kafril also. And I would insist that after looking into this recipe, as you have already noticed, there are very simple ingredients, home ingredients which are being used into it. Only key factor into this is proper ratio of it, which I have shown you, and the marination, which needs to be minimum for 1 hour. And I would insist all of you that please do cook all these foods like this, and I'm sure everyone in your family is going to like it. Till the next time I come up with one more interesting recipe, stay safe and keep cooking. This is Chef Sumit Samadar. Thank you.